It's time to go!
Hello again, everyone. This is eDgEIN and Maverick from the TG Casting crew, giving you now Game 2 of the best of 3. Stiver up 1-0 versus Ghyslyn.
Yes, that last game was very, very good. Great Zerg play by Stiver. Good Terran play by Ghyslyn, but not enough to overcome the deficit that he suffered at the hands of those banelings, man. They were just tearing through his army.
I definitely hope we see more of that in this game. We see Stiver now sending out 2 drones to scout. I'm not quite sure what's up with that. I don't quite think it was a misclick. Stiver's too good to be misclicking and not noticing something like that. There's a supply depot going down for Ghyslyn at his ramp. And the SCV that he's sending out to scout is going to notice these 2 drones. I don't know if he's going to actually spot that on his minimap. But these drones now coming in, and let's see what they're going to do.
Yeah, that's weird to see 2 drones do some scouting. It looks like we're going to have a drone versus SCV battle here.
Yeah, one SCV going to put down that barracks, but these 2 drones are both going to try and take that SCV that's building out if it can be taken out. Let's see what happens here.
If you saw there just for a second, all of Ghyslyn's SCVs stopped mining for like 1 second. You did not want to have that happen to your guys, because even a 1 second gap between minerals can determine whether you win or lose the game.
Absolutely. We see a gas steal going down, but that gets cancelled, and the other drone is going to come in and try and finish off this SCV. Let's see how he does on that. Look at that. Yeah, there it goes.
Able to stop that.
Absolutely.
Even that small delay on that barracks could mean a win or defeat.
Yeah.
So
Ghyslyn,
good tactics right there by Stiver.
Yeah, Ghyslyn going ahead and finishing that barracks. It's going to be putting out a Marine right now, and another gas steal from Stiver, who
I've had a Zerg.
Go ahead.
I've had a Zerg do that to me before. It's so freaking annoying.
Yeah, absolutely. We see Stiver now taking his expansion, and he's got his spawning pool going up too. Orbital command coming in for Ghyslyn. The Marine over here dealing with this extractor.
Yeah, trying to kill off that extractor so Stiver would lose his sight, because that provides a big line of sight for Stiver, so you can basically see what Ghyslyn is doing at the moment. If we look at Stiver's base, the spawning pool is almost complete. It's a few seconds away from being done, and he does have his own extractor up, so probably going to see another speedling play here.
Absolutely. There's an Overlord hatching, and that spawning pool finishing right now. We see a factory now going down in the main of Ghyslyn. That factory is about 2/3 finished, and a reactor going down on the barracks. It'll be interesting to see whether we're going to get a barracks and factory swap out for some Hellions with a reactor, or if he's just going to keep pumping out Marines. And yeah, it looks like he's just going to wait for that reactor to finish, actually. Now, meanwhile, down in the expansion of Stiver, he's got some drones that are working away at these minerals. A couple of queens coming out. We see metabolic boost just started. And up at the base of Ghyslyn, we see the switch out of the barracks and the reactor. Sorry, the barracks and the factory on that reactor. And yeah, the factory definitely is going to start pumping out Hellions.
The only thing I don't like is he keyed up 2 Hellions, and that's 200 minerals. He could have used those 200 minerals and built another barracks. So I'm not sure if he meant to do that or it was just something he wasn't paying attention to, but we'll see what that does for him. But he is behind because of Stiver's tactics, so you think he would want to make any time that he does have work in his favor instead of against him.
For sure. These Hellions now coming into the base of Stiver, into the natural, gonna fry some Zerglings if they can, moving out because these Zerglings are going to be trying to harass them, but it doesn't look like Ghyslyn is going to be able to get in there before these spine crawlers complete. There is one already done, the other one just finishing, and Zergling's speed almost finished. It's going to finish right now. And here we have a couple more Hellions coming out. These speed Zerglings now going to be able to catch up to these Hellions. So we'll see what kind of play comes out of that. There's 5 of them now. Seem like they're going to be coming in and trying to make another push. The repositioning of the spine crawlers going around right now. They're going to be setting up at that opening. And here come. Oh no, they stopped. Here I was gonna say here come the Hellions, but they decided to just.
Yeah, it looks like they've retreated there for a second. Maybe they had second thoughts of going against those. I'm not sure if you saw those 2 spine crawlers, but for some reason they retreated back to their base. But if we look at Ghyslyn's base, we see 3 more Hellions, 2 Marauders, and a few Marines out. So okay, yeah, it looks like he was going to get reinforcements there.
Absolutely. Lair Tech now going down for Stiver. We have Stimpak coming out for Ghyslyn. Here we have the supply depot moving down, and these units now moving out. It looks like they're gearing up to go and make a push into the natural of Stiver, who now has more spine crawlers moving in. Evolution chamber coming up for the upgrades. Obviously, we've got. Let's see, actually all the gases at the main and the natural are taken. Zerg lair units tend to be heavy on gas, but Ghyslyn in the meantime has only still been working off of 1 refinery. We have, there's some roaches coming out, it looks like now too.
I'm not sure why he's only has 1 refinery. I think this is just a very, very I don't want to say bad, but poor decision making on Ghyslyn's part here. But I don't know, he still could come back. But if we look at the resource tab, just dive. Okay, we'll talk about that later. We see an actual battle happening now. Some roaches fighting off along with these spine crawlers here. These Marines and Marauders and the Hellions, and looks like it is going to favor Ghyslyn, killing off most of Stiver's force there.
Yeah, those spine crawlers.
They can penetrate the spine.
Yeah, those spine crawlers still poking away, and these units moving out. They're going to try and kite as much as they can, but the Zerglings coming in now, trying to get a little bit of surround, keeping them from escaping. But no, the Marines, Marauders, and Hellions are able to deal with that. The remaining Marauders are going to be pushing in, trying to take down 1 spine crawler, which they do. The rest of the forces, though, are going to stay just out of reach. Oh, there was actually a little bit of poking going on, and another Hellion. All the Hellions now are gone. The last Marine goes down right now, and it looks like that push was fended off by the spine crawlers, roaches, and Zerglings of Stiver. Up at the gold expansion up here, we see Stiver building up a few forces. He's just kind of hanging out by this gold. It's interesting to me. Usually, when I have this kind of unit placement here, I tend to want to try and take out these rocks as quickly as I can. But perhaps he's just leaving that because he doesn't want his opponent coming out and taking that. We see also a couple Zerglings up at a few of the expansions. One of them right here getting taken out by these Hellions that are moving out, probably just to scout. We see a Spire now too. Concussive shells almost complete. It's going to be completing right now. So these Marauders now are going to be able to slow the enemy, maybe kite some units if they can. And a command center now moving out to the natural of Ghyslyn, who has finally taken his second gas, and he's going to be building a couple more refineries on the 3rd and 4th.